parallel operation of generators. So why do we operate generators in parallel? The same reasons that we discussed in case of transformers. If one of the generator breaks down, then the other generator will still be able to supply without any disruption. And if there is an increase in the demand, load demand in future, then you can always keep on adding more generators in parallel. Okay. So the load bearing capacity as well, it will increase if you use more than one generator, right? So now we will see what are the conditions that are required to operate the generators in parallel. Okay. So the very first condition is that the like polarities should be connected. Like polarities of generators should be connected together. Okay. And the second condition is they should have the same terminal voltage, because they are being connected in parallel. So the voltage across both of them, they should be parallel, equal. Okay. Now the third one is same voltage regulation. So remember that the first condition, it is compulsory, but these two conditions, it is recommended. Now what is meant by same voltage regulation? The variation of terminal voltage with respect to load, it should be same. Variation of terminal voltage of the generator with respect to variations in load should be same. Okay. Now the next question is, which generators are better for parallel operation? We often use the shunt generators for parallel operation. Okay, this is more suitable. Let us say we have two generators having the characteristics, the load characteristics, the external load characteristics like this. External load characteristics means the terminal voltage versus the armature current, or you can take the load current as well. Okay. So let us say this is G1 and this is G2. Then both of them should be operated at the same terminal voltage. So if this is the desired terminal voltage, let us say desired Vt, then at this point whatever will be the current, that will be delivered by G1, and this current, this, let us say this is IL1 and this is IL2. Okay. So generator G1 will deliver IL1 current and G2 will deliver IL2 current. Now among these two generators, you can see that G1 has a more droop in the sense it is falling at a faster rate. Now for the same terminal voltage, which generator is taking more load current? The one with the lesser droop characteristics, that is G2, is sharing more percentage of the load. So this is one point that you have to remember. The generator with lesser droop characteristic shares higher percentage of load. Okay. And another point here is, how do we ensure that the same terminal voltage is maintained? This is obtained by means of field control, or even the speed of the shaft can be changed. So Vt is maintained by means of field control or by changing the shaft speed. So these are the 2 points that you need to remember. Now if you consider a compound generator, this also has a shunt winding as well as a series winding. Now what is going to happen in the compound generator, especially in the level compound or the over compounded generators, what is going to happen? A momentary increase in IL, that is the load current, this is going to increase the series field flux, right? Because the load current is nothing but the current that is flowing to the series through the series field winding. So this will increase. Now what will happen when the flux is going to increase? The internal generated voltage, it is going to increase. Now we are maintaining the terminal voltage constant, right? In parallel operation, we maintain the constant terminal voltage. So now in this case, where will this increase in internal voltage get reflected on? It will in turn give rise to the field current, increase in field current. So you can see that once again field current increase will rise to increase in Eg, and this will continue like that. So there's a positive feedback loop going on. This is happening because we are maintaining the constant Vt. Remember that. So this is going to lead to an unstable operation, okay, wherein the current and internal voltage, they keep on increasing till the saturation values. So this is not desirable. So that is why compound generators are also not used to some extent. Under compound generators, they give a satisfactory operation, but the other two will not. So that's why we do not usually prefer compound generators, but if compound generators are to be used, then we use something called as equalizers. So these will ensure that this unstable operation is not happening. What they basically do is they are connected across the armatures. So an increase in the generated voltage, it is going to reflect as through a current in this equalizer circuit. Okay. So equalizer circuit, basically it will have low resistance. So the current will flow through the equalizer instead of the series field winding.